Hello, this is me, Nicholas, also known as Franz the Executioner, and this is going to be me explaining why I feel Dragon Con is poorly run, and why I would never even bother going. First reason: automatically blacklisting people and banning people over small things. So like if someone breaks the rules once, they're automatically blacklisted and banned and not even allowed to exist in the space. It's wrong. It's a very crappy way to run things. So what I'm talking about is, so there was somebody who sold AI slop at an artist alley. I don't agree with what this person did either. Nobody should be selling AI prints at an artist alley. And I get it's against the rules there. I agree that shouldn't be done. But to blacklist someone completely for life is wrong. That person should have just never been able to merchant again. That person should have just never been able to sell a single thing in that artist alley ever again. That's fair. That would be fair. But to not let the person even come as a patron, to not let the person even exist safely, is scummy. And that's not right. And that's not right to do to anyone. That's unfair. So that kind of behavior is one reason why it's poorly run. Second reason: people actively shaming people and actively bullying these people who did something questionable. Yes, they did something wrong. Yes, they should have never done that. And they have no right to be selling AI slop at any or installation or whatever. But to actively record someone as they're being kicked out to shame them online is scum. To actively use the table that they were at when they're not there after they're being kicked out, to make a shrine to shame these people and make fun of them and bully them when they're not even there to defend themselves is scum. That's not a good way of running things. And that makes it an unsafe environment and an unpredictable one. And that's not nice, even if someone's wrong. Even if someone does something that you don't like, that is against the rules. That is not right to make fun of people and treat people that way. It's wrong. And it's not the way to run things. The other reason: most of the time, the punishment doesn't fit the crime. Where am I getting at this? So let me speak. So this person sold AI slop in an artist alley, which was against the rules. I agree that this person should have never done that. AI slop isn't okay. It should have never happened, and it's against the rules. However, to ban them as a whole for life is a crappy way to run things. That person just should have never been able to merchant again. They should have never been able to have a booth there ever again. That would have been fair. But they should have been able to at least come as a patron, as a guest. But to outright just ban people right away and just forever from everything, the punishment doesn't fit the crime. Like if someone actively physically hurts someone, or if somebody did something horrendously inappropriate to, say, a young person, then yeah, that person should be banned for life, because that's illegal. But if someone broke a rule, and I get it, breaking rules isn't right, but broke a rule that's questionable but not technically illegal or warranting jail or arrest, then to ban someone isn't right. And I get it. They want it to be a deterrence so people don't come in and do what this person did, which is selling AI slop. I get it. They want it to be a deterrence, but that doesn't deter people. Honestly, that makes people like me never want to be engaged with you guys. That makes people like me not feel safe and never want to go. I never want to go to Dragon Con because of this behavior, because it's wrong, because it's unpredictable, and because it's so freaking unfair to that person. It's cruel, and it's just downright scummy. And that's not a way to run anything. And the other reason, because it makes it an unsafe environment. It makes it an environment where people are allowed to bully people. It makes it an environment where people are allowed to scapegoat people. It makes it an environment that if someone makes one wrong move or one mistake or makes one questionable decision that might not be like illegal, arrest worthy, but they do something that might not be accepted, then they're bullied and shamed for it and banned for life. Like, what kind of behavior is that? That ain't cool. That's wrong. And that's an evil thing to do. So, Dragon Con is run poorly. I could tell it's a cliquey place. It's a place where it allows drama. They allow people to bully people that they deem lesser, that they don't like. And it's just really bad. It makes you guys look bad. Dragon Con, it makes you look bad as people. Because if you're treating people unfairly, you're not allowing the punishment to fit the crime, you're shaming people, actively making shrines to bully and shame someone that's not even there to defend themselves, videoing somebody being unjustifiably kicked out for life when they just shouldn't never merchant again, but still come as a guest, is just wrong. It shows what kind of people you are. It shows that you're immature emotionally. It shows that you guys don't care. It shows that you're making an unsafe environment. It shows that you're making an unfair environment. And you're making people who are genuinely good people not want to go. It's not right. I think that should be run a lot better. I think people should be more fair and give people room to grow. Give people the room to better themselves instead of ruining somebody else's life. It's bad behavior. And it's disappointing and disheartening to see it happen to people, even if they're wrong. So, I'm going to put it out there. I don't agree with how they handled it. I don't agree with how they run things. And I will absolutely never go to Dragon Con because of that. I do not trust people that act like that. So, if anyone agrees with me, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. And I hope you guys have a great day. And I wish everybody all peace, love, happiness, joy. And I hope people could be nicer to each other in the future, in general. We need a little more kindness and patience in the world. So, have a great day, everyone. Peace.